Hello everyone, I welcome you to another Friday clinic, date 3rd of August. So how's everyone feeling? Good, we are seeing people are coming in nice and slow. So we're just going to show you the agenda that we're going to be covering today. Right, topic. Now the topic that we'll be covering for this 3rd of August is you may know that I have put up the August 2012 stock market comment, and I'll talk a bit highlight on Malaysia, China and Eurozone and how to protect yourself. There were a couple of questions being sent in by our graduate for our Master the Market course, and one of them is actually this chart here. I believe is MYEG. Okay, as I go on, can you see the screen? Okay, it's just do a sound check. Is that alright, people? Can you hear me well? Just type yes or not. Can you see the screen? I just want to make sure everything's okay as I progresses, right? And okay, I got some response now. Good, loud and clear. Thank you very much. Okay, good. Jason, thanks a lot. Jason, thanks a lot. Michael, Grace, June. Okay. Mr. E, good to see you, Mr. E. We made money for you, Mr. E. You like your FNN? I think I got some FNN for you. We did put in some more position for FNN at $18 before this breakout, and also for our client's position also in Singapore. So that did well. Okay, I hope some of you bought some FNN because Coca-Cola is buying FNN. Anyway, that's alright. Okay, that's the program that we're going to be doing. Alright, if you have any stocks or any question that you have, send it to me now. Alright, it's going to be first come to first basis. The way the format works is we'll keep this to no more than 25 minutes to 30 minutes. Just keep it short, and this we can do this more on a regular basis. Yeah, okay. Okay, view on SK Petrol. Okay, we're going to come back on that one. Okay, let me just write this down. Hotel. Okay, SK Petrol. Okay, I'm just going to type on this list here. SK Petrol and Hotel. Okay, just save this. Alright, we're going to look at the August review now. Hi, okay. Okay, let me just move on to the website here. Alright, I'm just going to go. Now, this for August 2002, buckle up, it's coming. That's the name of the title. At this point, we felt that in July the market made a new high around here, so it came off from it. Now, those of the premium subscriber may know there's actually a calendar seasoning. I think I touched on you, and that's a good way to look at it. Listen to your last week, the closing bell that I've talked about it, okay, and how you can protect yourself and this coming correction if you do have it. Now, on the daily foreign funds that we have, you can see there has been a drop. Now, really, every time when the market hit the 400 million mark in here, that we tend to have a sell-off in here, and this is one of the very consistent way to actually measure how you want to do a very well time. As a matter of fact, I'll be writing some research on this, the daily foreign fund flow as well as the calendar investing. Now, looking at the fundamental moving forward, these are a couple of points that I have. The major trading partners, China, US, Singapore, and Eurozone, are all buying less, which mean our country being export oriented, I believe around 30 to 40% manufacturing base. However, the 30% are moving to services, and the other 30% are also a lot of development at ETP, which is the point number 2. So this is what will be sustaining our market. My touch base with Mr. Pong Teng Siu of Inter-Pacific, which is highly regarded as one of the best economists in there. A lot of his projections came true, and as a matter of fact, I'll give a lot of our client credit in portfolio to him. Now, he said buy Martin, or he said sell Martin, but I would use volume spread analysis to do the timing. So just purely looking at fundamental in isolation can get you a lot of trouble. So use a bit of volume spread analysis in your day-to-day buying and timing. Point 3, going forward, I gotta keep this snappy. Inflation is still holding 3%. Now think of it. the average salary and wages for employee is up 10%, which is about estimated 2,500 ringgit. Now, to me, that's per month, I believe, right? Cannot be per year, lah. 2,500. So I hope that all of you are earning, 2,500. As a matter of fact, sometimes on a good trading month, I'll be earning more than 2,500 per month on my trading profit. So it's better than the average salary going forward. Okay, that's why our market has been rising. Now, if you look at this chart in terms of GDP growth, right? We are expanding by 4 to 5% here. Let me just switch this to here. It'll be easier. Okay, you see, we've been 4 to 5%, but however, if you take away the ETP project, right, our stimulus for the market is only around 1.5 and 1.6, which is almost the same as Singapore economy. Historically, if you look from the PE standpoint, this is going to be interesting. Let me get my mouse. No, okay. If you look from historically, our Malaysian PE tend to range from the 8 to 9 to 20 times, right? With the average of 15 to 17 times. Currently, we're about 15 and 16, so we are already at the medium. Upside, 20, that's super bullish. I don't think we'll get that. There are still some upside, however, going forward, it's quite limited. Now, a lot of people have been saying the general election has been postponed due to some development that we see in Sabah. Okay, so that may be end of the year or beginning of next year, which I initially thought should be on in September. Okay. So Bill is here already, Bill. Okay, so we'll probably get him to talk afterwards. Now, the January 13 election consideration in here. Now, the good thing about Bill is here. Maybe you'll get him to say a few words. Hey, Bill. Bill, yeah, you want to say a few things to the audience here, Bill? Here you go. Okay, Bill is here with me. We'll get him to say a few things. Here's the main man. There you go, Bill.
Just speak into this. Good morning. This is Bill. I hope everybody's okay, and Martin's working with you on your questions and your shares. So there's something that is quite dramatic that has happened that not too many people are aware of, and that is that the Secretary of Treasury of the U.S., Timothy Geithner, made a very surprised, unscheduled, and secret flight to Brussels to talk to the European Central Bank head, Draghi. And this was closed to the press. It was super secret. And nobody knows exactly what transpired. However, in my opinion, what this is all about is that Obama is absolutely committed to winning the election in November, so that all of his cronies and insiders and those who support him can keep power, including the king of power, which is the Bernanke, head of the Federal Reserve. So the point is that Geithner went over to Draghi to plan a coordinated intervention to guarantee that Obama and his people keep power in November. So they've had two stimuluses so far, QE1 and QE2, and the Operation Twist, and each one of them has had diminishing returns, meaning that they're getting less and less effective. So what they want to do is to plan a global intervention, Bank of Japan, Bank of China, European Central Bank, and Federal Reserve, just before the November election, to flood the market with liquidity, and this will guarantee that they keep power. And remember, the only reason a politician exists is to keep power, keep his job. So, in my opinion, they have the means to do it, to flood the world with cheap fiat money. So, this is the agenda, but they will not pull their ace out of the hole until they absolutely have to. So that's why they're having this stop and start. Will we or won't we? Market goes up one day, goes down the next. But in my opinion, politics trumps everything. Politics trumps economics. So in that way, I wouldn't get too scared or too worried. If there's any little break in the market, that's an opportunity to buy at this moment. Select quality shares. And I will say this, if you guys are really interested in making fast money in the market, there's something one of our Traders Club graduates, he shared this with me the other day.
Thanks a lot, Bill. We'll if you want to talk to Bill about this, you can send him an email. But we gotta get on with our regular program. I want to keep it snappy and short. All right, thanks a lot, Bill. Now let's go back to what we've been talking early on here. Okay. Anyway, thank you for Bill with that. So you can see the key highlight here. Let me just put back my microphone. Want to talk to you. Is just do a sound check. Is my sound coming okay with you guys? Just do say yes if you're hearing it well. Okay, good. A bit soft. All right, Michael. A little bit softer earlier now. Okay, a bit softer than earlier. How's it now? Okay, let me just push this all the way through. How is it now? Okay. Okay, good. Now, as you can see in here, how's the sound now? Better? Okay, looks good. Okay, good. Now, you can see what I'm talking about in here is significantly a big percentage of the FBNKLCI, 54% are owned by GLC. So my point in here, unless instructed by the GLC owner, you know who they are, most market cap would hold at these prices. So we never have such a big composition, of the Bursa, almost 36%, and significantly 54% of the market cap comes from the GLC. So take a look at that one. Okay, that's a significant, which means 1/3 of the company is controlled by GLC. Now a little bit on an update on my site. You can see this is a picture of me. I've been invited to do a talk in Capital TV in here. There is a talk next week for me, plus one be done this week. So once I get those recording, I'll post it up on the website for everyone to listen and the kind of question they are asking. Okay, let's keep moving. Okay. And we're a bit pressed for time now. Okay. Slowdown in China. I want to talk about that one. As you can see, China is not going through any hard landing. The slowdown is definitely there. But very evidently, what we had from the old high that we have in 2009 all the way now, the market has dropped almost 40% down. Now, having said that, the market has declined. Now, whether will it break some more in here? That's, to me, is going to be the question mark. But however, if it does form a double bottom in here, look to accumulate some going forward, the China market. Now, breaking down for the Eurozone, you can read all this because Bill has covered them, so I wouldn't have to talk about it. Right, there's a couple of people who did ask me about if I become a premium member, what are the things that I get in there, because usually a premium member gets a login ID and a password, and some of the things that I do right for them, I keep it away from the public. This are for people who pay it, because I just want a couple of exclusive people who is willing to to be included in this kind of information. I will share with them. But anyway, just to tell you what I have. Last week we exited the pet gas, as I said before, this one, and however market did break higher. Hey, but it's okay. The reason why is if you look from the pet gas, the valuation is a bit overpriced. The month in July, we did say buy around here 250. So since then, Gas Malaysia, that's the one that we had last month, has moved up, and we do see sign of strength in here. That's a nice one. Now, to understand this, those of you who may want to come to our main course that we're doing sometime in October, there's also an update that Gavin is coming over in September 2021. We were doing this seminar in UM convention. I'll be doing a bit of promotion from then onwards. So just need to get the promotion material. So be ready for that date, September 2021. So for the month of August 2012, we favor TDM, which is a young plantation based off in Terengganu. There's a website in here. It's a double play on palm oil as well as healthcare. However, healthcare does only contribute a small portion of it. We have a nice, this is a weekly chart that tells you the market that can either break upside or downside. Okay. On last month, July, the case study stocks we talk about SGX is the comfort. It did quite well in July. Remember, around 50 something. This is something also I got for myself and a few the people I've talked to. It's gone up a lot. This one gone up by 10 cents or 12 cents in here. Now for this month of August, we chose Singapore Telecom SGX. It has broken up. Yes, it is. The good thing is it does pay a reasonable dividend of 4%. Not as high as compared to the peers in Malaysia, DG and Telecom, which actually paying about 5 to 6%. On the short side, short the Spain. Okay, that's a pretty easy play. Those of you who wanted to play on the short side. And gold, okay, our position has been always to continue to your position add on to your goal, because we do believe, like what Bayo had just said, the stimulus, and this is a nice lifting of the lows. We might see a 2 bar here, a wash, and then finally breaks out higher. Alright, so going back here, a conclusion for month of August, we believe that investors should have a good mixture of assets. Don't be too heavily exposed to one sector and stress yourself. Now this is interesting. The cost of stress. This is in Seattle that I could get off, but I think